Yeah, so our organization isn't big. It's made up of professional teachers who teach Highland dancing and dancers and competition organizers. So we currently have about 2,700 registered competitive dancers in Canada. We have a lot of recreational dancers as well that prefer not to compete. So we compete all the way through the year. And when COVID hit, we didn't know what to do with the dancers, and the dancers were not knowing what to do themselves other than, doing various challenges and performances online. So we thought, we're a charitable organization as well, and we'd like to give back. And because we're a family oriented type of organization, and we also have children, that we wanted to give back to the two organizations. We thought that would be most beneficial, where our efforts could be benefited most. So what we did, we had the dancers submit videos. We put them onto a dedicated fundraiser site that was sponsored through WorldPlay, and people could go on and watch the videos. We divided the dancers into 4 teams across Canada, where the various provinces were grouped together to compete against each other, because it's one thing we do know how to do is compete.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, this is a different kind of a competition, and that's how we labeled it as well, all the way throughout the fundraiser, a different kind of competition. The response was tremendous. Our original goal was $30,000, and we were going to split that between the two charities. And within 24 hours, we were already at $48,000. So we had tremendous support from the Highland dancing community and outside as well. We went to local businesses and asked them, all we asked in return was, would they be able to put the information up onto their websites to promote the event? We didn't ask for any money from anybody. It was just, from your heart kind of thing. So once we got to 48,000, we thought, do we think we can get to 50? So we left the site open for another week, and we eventually got to 50,000. So yeah, we're extremely happy about that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. How many, Cheryl, how many dancers actually participated in the actual event where they posted their videos?
Well, we had about 300 videos submitted. We couldn't take more than 400. We were in August, where there's a lot of dancers that would have been at their cottages, and that once restrictions let down within all the provinces and people were able to start traveling and going on some vacations within Canada, the dancer population that could have submitted videos, I think, was depleted a bit.
Right.
But we were quite happy to get 300.
That's amazing.
Because that provided about half an hour of viewing, and there were only 15, 20-second videos.
Yeah.
So we were quite happy about that. Yeah.
No, that's amazing. Well done. What they get, in a short period of time to get that kind of engagement is amazing, right? So.
Yes. Yeah. So what we wanted to do is present.
It was fun.
Sorry, Amanda.
I tuned in for a little bit. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people didn't know what Highland dancing was. They will now.
Here we are, happy to present.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Thank you.
Harry and I also have our own little thing here that we prepared, and we were hoping to take a screenshot so we could share it on our social media, if that's okay.
Yes.
But, okay.
Perfect.
So for me,
have things been going at the onset when we were planning the fundraiser? We had seen somewhere statistics that the call outs to the Kids Help Phone was about 350% higher than it normally would be since COVID had come about. So has it come down a little bit, or things?
Yeah, so I have some statistics I can share with you. So levels are still higher. We're seeing steadily still about twice as high as we've seen this time last year. Right now, one big thing that we're sort of preparing ourselves for is what we imagine is going to be a second wave with kids going back to school. We're already seeing hundreds of kids reaching out about, just feeling generally anxious about going to school. Someone shared with us a couple weeks ago that 70% of our texts right now are coming from young people who are anxious about going back to school. So while we're not seeing that 350% spike that we were seeing in March, the levels are still twice as high. So this donation will go such a long way in helping us to scale be prepared for that. I mean, we've been doing a pretty good job. We haven't had to pause any of our services yet, but you know, that's come from a lot of support from a lot of people and the federal government as well. So yeah, we're still reaching those high numbers, but yeah, but we're there answering the call. So thank you guys again for choosing us.
Great support for the kids. Yeah.
You know, we're actually, I was saying to Amanda earlier that it was so nice that, you know, you guys actually, you know, as part of you actually decided on the charities that you chose through committee, right? That it wasn't just sort of, you said, okay, let's do it, but here's the ones we're going to pick, but it actually was your members that decided collectively who you're going to support. So which is great. So you're obviously looking to see what's pertinent in the community, and for that, and thank you also for, you know, one of the things that we, you know, it's the fundraising is amazing. So thank you for that. But it's also, I think, you know, you've done a great job helping create more awareness about Kids Help Phone as well. So it's kind of it's a double win that way. You kind of help us financially so we can, you know, provide the service, but at the same time, you know, you are sharing what we do with your members and with other people across the country that may, you know, need a service to reach out to, right? So
Right.
we've been around now for over 30 years, and, you know, we've started off with the phone and migrated to, you know, online and to texting, you know, a couple of years ago. And it's, you know, that's one of the things that we always pride ourselves on, is that we want to continue to be relevant to kids in however they want to communicate with us. So, and that's why, you know, the funding that we get is so important to provide the service, but also to go into our research and development to make sure that, you know, we continue to be relevant for kids, because as we know, technology is changing every day.
Yeah.
And, you know, the phone is important, but it's not as important as other means of communicate, other modalities, as we like to call them, right? So
yeah, well, it's very fortunate we live in the times that we do, that we were able to do something like this virtually, because, you know, if you think 30 years ago, we probably wouldn't have been able to do a fundraiser like this.
right, exactly.
And also with what you guys do, I think, you know, because of the way technology has come about, that it's just not picking up the phone anymore, that you can actually probably see a counselor and have that human connection with the kids and the counselor.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so thank you. And if there's, you know, just thinking ahead to, you know, the going forward, if there's other opportunities that, you know, this is we really appreciate your support, but if there's other opportunities for us to partner together, or if you want us to, you know, supply some information or some resources for your, you know, for your community, then,
Right.
you know, please let us know, or you know, be in touch with Amanda, because we're happy to help you with that as well. Or if there's if we can, whatever kind of information we can help provide to you to help create awareness about our service, and you know, we'd love to do that too.
Well, that's great. Yeah, because we did post something that Amanda did provide to us on the fundraiser site.
Okay, perfect.
It was more than just the logo. So hopefully people, you know, took note of that. It was larger than life on our site. So yeah, that'd be good to get some, pardon me, some information like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd love to provide that. And also really would love to stay in touch, Cheryl, because I'd love to share with you just the impact that this gift's going to have. So we'll definitely stay in touch.